Welcome to Southampton, the place that is known for launching the Titanic amongst other things, and these days is largely ignored by the general public. Hi, I'm Tom Fury. This was only meant to be a minor report for Urban Scoop to help put Southampton on the map and say, look, the people that try and play it down, needed to be challenged. And people outside and inside of Southampton that seem oblivious to the fact that we even have hotels here needed to be woke up. And we wanted to contribute to the work that others had already done in Dover and other places to put hotels on the map. But that was it. That's the limit of what we're trying to achieve. But unfortunately, if you find the truth, you've got to report it. And there's allegations. There's actual crimes. There's a lot of things going on. Even the possibility that parents are accidentally trafficking their own children into the jaws of some very bad people. And it's made it apparent that A, probably need to do a second video after this, and B, that instead of making a map, we needed to drop that idea and put a microscope over Southampton and see what is truly going on here. Something very bad is happening, and my guess is if it can happen in a place like Southampton, it's probably happening in every city in the UK.
So here is Southampton. The first thing that we said we wanted to do was put the migrant hotels on the map. So we did go and try and find them. So let's just take a look and see where those migrant hotels actually are. Starting with the Highfield Hotel.
I'm here at the Highfield House Hotel in Portsmouth, Southampton. It's on the list for asylum seekers staying here. I've just seen one walking out the car park. It seems very quiet here, but let's have a look. It says, please knock on the door or call.
Hiya.
Hi, I want to book a room.
This is not for public. This is a private property.
This is a hotel. I used to work here, so I do know that.
Yeah, now it's changed.
For what?
It's a private property now. It's not open for public.
It's not a hotel.
Yes, it's not a hotel.
So why is it still called Highfield House Hotel?
It's recently changed. They have to change the name. It's just a contract.
Contract for how long?
I'm not sure. Maybe 3 or 4 months. I don't know.
Right. So nobody is staying here.
People are staying here, but it's only for asylum seekers. So not for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No worries.
Thank you. It's massive. So if they're full, I would have said probably 300, because it's all that building there and all this building here. And I did used to work here 13, 14 years ago.
Then there is the Novotel, curiously placed very close to the high street, to a school and to a very poor neighbourhood. We also used to joke that Novotel should probably be the Liberal Democrats' headquarters. So the greedy people that run Novotel seem to want their cake and eat it. By this I mean it's a hybrid hotel, or at least it was. In 2021 especially, it seems that it got everyone's attention, including the local newspapers. I stayed in this place multiple times myself, pre-migrants, and it is a lovely place, as you can see. Seems to be a little bit overbalanced for housing migrants that aren't supposed to be here. When you see all this, it's hard not to think about people in our own country who are living hand to mouth, people with jobs who can't afford to eat, and people living on the streets, veterans who fought for our country. It's insane. The idea that these hotels have no impact on the surrounding community is just a crazy lie. And as one customer perfectly puts it, it's exactly how most of us feel when we visit one of these hotels. From what we've seen, it's a very accurate description. Also on the high street is the Dolphin Hotel, but before we go there, there's some information you're going to need for later. The densely populated area at the northeast of the river is Southampton Centre. The area all along the west of the river is the Totton and Waterside area, right on the edge of the New Forest. This area is home to 78,000 people, many of them young, many of them without work or transport, meaning there is only one way to get to Southampton, and that is via a place called Hythe. So in Hythe is located a small ferry right at the end of this very old pier. This pier. With Southampton to the left and Portsmouth to the right, this has been a vital crossing for people for hundreds of years. The ferry itself, as you see, is very small, but it takes 12.5 minutes to make the crossing to Southampton, as opposed to the hour's journey it would take in a car.
12.5 minutes to get over to Southampton, which is right there. 12.5 minutes to get there, as opposed to an hour and a quarter, hour and a half on the bus. And the important thing to note is that hotels may be over Southampton, but people are being pumped out from there to all the surrounding areas. But my area now is beginning to fill up with Muslims. Where I live, there's only probably 20 businesses in a little area. Half of them, nearly, or maybe more, are now owned by Muslims. That's happened in 3 years.
When you get off the ferry, you have to walk along this straight road, and this is Southampton High Street, and this takes you straight to the centre of Southampton. This takes you straight to the centre of commerce, to schools, to leisure worlds, to cinemas, everything. I was only going to meet the rest of the team, and as I said, everyone has to walk past here, so imagine my shock when I look up and I see Finn, Dolphin. And sure enough, there she is. This is not good. The front was locked, so we took a look round the back, and then this.
No, mate, I was just
You can't walk, it's all locked up.
Oh, any reason?
I've always walked through
It's all
here.
locked up, yeah, it's been locked up for months now.
Oh,
We'll
well,
be for the foreseeable future. Unfortunately, have to walk around.
Is there any reason why?
No, not particularly, no.
oh, there's no particular reason. I'll just have a quick fag.
No.
Well, why?
Because we're closed to the public.
Yeah, just have a quick. Oh, I'll stand on there if it's a
You
problem.
can stand outside the gate, sir. That'd be nice.
Well, it'd be nice, but is there any reason? I mean, I'm sure.
Yeah, at the moment it's private property, that's all.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm not trying to be.
I wouldn't go and stand in your front garden and have a cigarette, would I?
Well, I'm not standing in your front garden, am I? Excuse me. False analogy.
I can't talk with two.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking to you, Babs. That's a false analogy. I'm not standing in your front garden, am I? Just coming in. Look, I just want away from people to have a fag.
You do what you want.
I'm gonna.
So with this guy now put on his time of the month, it was pretty obvious that someone important should come out soon, and we bought ourselves a little bit of time. So now it's good cop, bad cop time.
Seen them? Yeah?
Look, just here.
What's this? Is this place alright?
What?
Yeah? Good? Yeah? Because that man didn't seem very friendly. No good?
Huh? But they have very, very nice.
Yeah? Nice. Oh, cool. That's cool. And you're being treated alright, yeah?
Is the
Yeah.
food good? Do you like the food?
Where?
Oh, here they come. Here they come. No, it's just like you're being treated okay, yeah?
No, understand me English. I'm coming with that.
Okay. Well, it's nice to meet you anyway. Nice to meet you. My name's Tom. Tom. Yeah. Tom. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You take care. I'm gonna go because I don't think they like me being here for some reason.
This is smoking English good.
Yeah, no, I don't think. Oh no, maybe. Oh, sorry, no. Sorry, misunderstand. Hello, how you doing?
No, it's all right. No, you can't record, please. I can record.
Don't you touch his
No,
phone?
I didn't touch.
Private
I can
property.
record.
It's a
I can
hotel. It's a hotel.
I can. I can record.
This is private hotel. How can you record? Do you have any?
Would you like me to leave?
Yeah.
Are you asking me to leave?
Yeah.
I'll leave. I'll leave. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
But he was going to touch Jason's phone.
No, I didn't touch.
No, he didn't touch me. You
Can
attempted to, but he didn't
Yeah,
do it.
attempted, but I
can
didn't touch,
you,
okay?
I can record though.
can I see your FIA badges?
Yeah, the
I'm just
SIA
asking.
here, but we're not allowed to show you anything at all.
Why?
It's private property, so we don't want you.
Yes, by law you have to give.
Can I just ask? So, I come to Southampton. Is this hotel now closed to public?
Yes.
For the foreseeable future.
For the foreseeable
We
future.
are closed. We are, like I said, we're private property. We are closed.
When you say so, that could be a couple of years, or
It's not called the Dolphin Hotel anymore. Then you've changed your name.
Not at the present, but we will be reopening in the future. But at
Right.
the moment, we are not.
But you're
open.
you're still.
But a year, it could be 2 years. We
Right.
don't know.
Right.
Okay.
No, I understand that.
Okay.
That golden
But for
ticket. They
security methods, for security reasons, we don't want the public on site.
Right,
So
okay,
if we
okay.
could ask you to leave.
that old check they write. The government must be pretty big.
I can't comment one way or another.
Well, I have no such scruples.
Fine. That's fine.
So, what were you going to do anyway? Nothing. Do nothing.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you guys.
Have a nice day.
Sorry, I fucked it up.
And while we start pulling away, Babs defends her position to the last.
What have you got to hide, guys? What's there to hide? What they afraid of? What they afraid of? Why are they afraid? Maybe they've taken too much money from the government. You just wondered what they got to hide.
They're having the time of their life playing football out there. Let's go and have a game. We play. We remember football.
Word, acclamation.
One.
There we go.
Now you've got your own guys out, breaching your own policy.
My
can
God,
still
look,
get
they're
in.
fucking everywhere. Look.
See? I said to you, didn't I?
Swady
Got to be
looking-
movement one way or the other.
Swady looking mother. You want to bump into them on a dark night, would you, Babs?
Well, again, this goes back to the accusations of trouble towards women. Now, where are these guys going in the daytime? That's what we need to find out. You can look at me all you want, mate.
Trouble is,
It's women.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right. Okay then. We'll play that
Okay,
game.
so maybe a little bit childish, but the guy that was stood there with a camera quite literally ran away when he saw me pick up mine.
Come on, mate. I thought you wanted to film. I thought you wanted to play with cameras.
Like
Give me that, is it?
Yeah.
Look at the one finger. Look at the one finger. I think we all know what that one finger in the air means, don't we?
Now that I see, this is the first
ISIS.
time.
So, remember what I said to you earlier on about the ferry being the 12.5-minute ride over? This being the obvious route for anybody that doesn't have transport, which tends to be a very high proportion of people, and obviously younger people especially. So many of them will take that ferry across there to that, and they're forced to go down the high street. I couldn't film it. It would have been morally and legally ambiguous at best to try and do so. But I bumped into some 14-year-old girls who I know, and they relayed to me that one of them had been pushed down some stairs by an Indian woman, and that the people have been asking them for their email addresses and PayPal addresses, and that they were telling them they wanted to give them money, and they were telling me this was happening in Southampton. So I asked them, I said, how do you get to Southampton? And they said, by ferry. So I said, okay. So then, knowing they've only got that one street to walk up past, I said, Is this happening right at the other end of Southampton, which would have been a couple of miles away? Or is this happening about 150 metres from the place called the Town Keep, where the Dolphin Hotel is? And they said, don't know anything about hotel, but yeah, about 150 metres up there. So it was where the hotel is. And again, they'd have everything from PayPal details being asked, they were being touched. To their innocence, maybe they didn't realise that it was anything sexual, or maybe it wasn't, I don't know. But they seemed to think they were being scammed. But there's a lot of touching or pushing, to the point where that they've admitted that they now run past that part of the high street. Bear in mind, it's the main high street for Southampton. They run past the Dolphin Hotel in order to just get away from trouble, and they've had trouble from men and women.
So with the 14-year-old girl's story fresh in my mind, we decided to go back to the Dolphin, this time organised and ready.
You alright? You being housed here too? Yeah.
What do you think about government?
He loves it.
Do you think our government's alright, or?
Where have you been? Have you been at college today?
Yeah, I'm closing today.
You're going to college?
Yeah, I'm going
What
to
are you
college.
learning?
Oh, good. No, I'm glad that you come over here. You're learning.
Yeah.
You live here?
Yeah, I'm living here.
Okay. It used to be a hotel.
Yeah.
Do you pay rent or no?
No.
Do you get fed?
Yes.
Oh, they do feed you.
Okay, where do you come from? Okay?
I'm from Kuwait.
Kuwait?
We do.
Kuwait? Oh, so we're allies.
We do. You know we do?
No, I don't. I do know Kuwaitis are allies of ours. So.
When did you come to the UK?
Go on.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah.
But when you come, how long ago?
6
So in 6 months you come over and you know you're studying already. Very good though.
Well,
Very
well done.
serious.
Yeah.
You're not out doing crime. And you? You do studying?
from Syria.
Syria? Okay, so not a trouble.
Did you bring your women? Are your women come with you and your wives? Children? No.
Children. He has children in Syria. From Syria.
Sorry. You
5
left,
children.
So you left
5
there,
children.
5
Oh,
children.
okay.
So you left 5 children back. Why not bring them with you? Just to be safe.
No English.
No English.
No English, or just no one answer?
Arabic.
Okay.
Okay. Only no judgment. Just wondering why. Because obviously we're used to kind of saying women.
Women
Safe.
and children first.
Yeah.
Yes? So if you're running for your life, like if you're scared or something in your country, and you come to this country to be safe, yes? Why would you leave your 5 children and wife behind? Bring them over as well. No?
Sorry, no, this.
Okay, so you've got 5 children.
Yeah.
5 children, let's say where you come from, because it's dangerous or
No, it's coming.
oh, great, you're not you just come here for a holiday or to live?
So you have children?
You know.
No. So if you had children, would you leave them?
Oh,
Would you bring them?
No, they're here.
No,
You
you're
would-
here.
you would bring-
That's what I'm saying.
That's what we're wondering. Yeah.
Can't he ever put his children here? He said his wife and children are back home.
No.
So if you've left the country because it's unsafe, the last place you leave, your wife and your kids is there and can't come away.
Yeah, you bring them
What
with
do
you.
you
You
think,
can
though?
send them
Am I right,
fast.
though? You know I'm right. A man's mad now. Come on, you've got to look after the women and children. So you come over here. Not you, I'm just saying it. 5 children, where's his wife and children?
You
Not
seem
really
like a man that
danger.
would. You seem like a man that would put women and children first. Wrong?
They're not funny for war, are you? No, just, yeah, it's holiday.
Door's open. 0. Door.
Did you hear that? Ginger spots the door open, the first place we see it open on the building. And for the first time in my career, I had left all cameras on the deck. So we had no camera. And by the time we went back down, the door was locked anyway. What a miss. And because of that same mistake, what you can't see in this current picture is that we are facing towards another part of the hotel full of windows, and out of nearly every window was migrants staring back at us. There, you saw it in that shot. Migrants were staring back at us, filming us. So a man from Kuwait comes over on a boat, on a dinghy, for no apparent reason, gets homed and gets educated, whilst we have homeless on the streets. Time for a live stream.
They've come over on boats, yeah? So that makes them criminals, illegal migrants, They come over on boats. They're getting better treatment than our own people. Apparently, if you come over in a dinghy, not a problem. And you get a good education to go with it. Again, we know this isn't hearsay. You'll see this narrative. Let's play the narrative, okay? Everyone's come from a war-torn zone. Okay, this is a major high street. This is a major high street. And if you are coming over by the boat over there, which means you don't have to go around the Iction River, have a look on the map, it means that every single kid that, like me, when I was younger, that comes up this street has to go past this hotel. They have no choice. There's been allegations made. Allegations at the moment is all they are. But there's been allegations made that when people are going past here, especially the 14-year-old kids, they are being asked for their PayPal details. They've been asked for email addresses. People are trying to touch them. Bless them. They think they're being scammed. Maybe that's part of it.
That same day, this article came out telling of a man that had sexually harassed a woman, and when a male flower seller stepped in, chased him down the road too. I'll be honest, up to this point, my mind was totally on prevention. And then this. In the same time that we were filming, this guy got stabbed. And he got stabbed because the Iraqi immigrant wanted to go home. He could have just asked. When you are in trouble, you revert back to what worked for you when you were a child. You revert back to what your culture has taught you, what life has taught you. And it doesn't matter what people say, what the left says. You cannot bring people over here from such different cultures and upbringings and expect this not to happen when things start to go wrong for them. The police seem to be doing their part, although they need further scrutiny. Crime rates are definitely going up, sexual crime rates are definitely going up. When we did the tiniest bit of research, it suddenly turned up this. And I knew we were sunk. Most of these crimes are happening in a very small area of just a few miles, all around the migrant hotels on the main high street. And this place, Hoglands Park next to St Mary's Place and St Mary's Street, a place that's been renowned for crime and poverty for years, but now has been completely affected by the migrants, as this is where many of the attacks are happening, and maybe this is where they are going in the daytime. I've already received some information about Hoglands, and this is where we need to look for part 2. Hi guys, Tom Fury. So make no mistake about what we've made here. I understand it's just a small video and that it's far away from documentary standards. The truth is, we're a new team. People need training on the cameras, people need help. I didn't give it to them. I made many mistakes. And as a team we need to gain experience, which is why we didn't try and go for the big haul. But also we made it with no money and just the kindness of other people. But now have a little bit of funding, and now we can go ahead and look at part 2 where I genuinely think there's something there. And the next one will be a lot better and a lot more technically sound. Until then, thanks to everybody who helped make this video possible. We at least got out there and did something.